Hello and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Well, last episode, we completed the first case of the game in which we played as Mia Fey, and oh, it was so good. It was such a good, it might just be the best first case yet. The second one was awful, so it wasn't much comparison, but the first one was still pretty good. So this one was like a whole new level of introductory cases. It was freaking incredible. So now we are going to be getting into the second case of the game, which I assume is going to be which we play as Phoenix, because at the end of the last one was kind of like a new case has risen up, which made me think of that time when Mia had her case thing when we defend whatever, and we surmised last time that this man on the cover of this case, or on the poster for this case, is the prosecutor for this game, because he is standing back to back to back with Francisca and Edgeworth. So it makes me think that those three are meant to be the prosecutors of the trilogies, and I don't know, it seems like a pretty good prediction to me, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So, without further ado, let's begin the second episode of the game, which, what's the name of it? The Stolen Turnabout. The time is 1:00 a.m. Beep, 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 beep. Detective, we made it! Phew, what a relief. Glad the jewel's still safe. Oh. Oh, you said it, pal. It must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double-check? What the... Okay, this is interesting. This is like an escape room puzzle right here. Oh, okay, what could possibly be inside this case that is nothing. Actually nothing. Ah, we've been had! Mask-to-mask salutations. Out front, guard, turn on the searchlights. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Oh, we got Batman. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. Bye! What? We actually have Batman now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Wait. So we're not wait. So is the crime this time gonna be theft instead of murder? That is actually an awesome premise. Because, okay, wow, I never thought in a million years that we would have to tackle a case that wasn't about murder. But apparently, that opening cutscene seems to imply that this one's all going to be about theft. So I am excited to get into this. And also, so far this game's been doing a lot of new things. Playing as Mia, mixing up the standard formula for everything. It's just, this game's also a great start. Okay. Hey Nick, get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. What are you freaking out about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? And what do you mean we? You don't mean you and me are... Ha! Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and... Pearly, of course. Hello. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this, some kind of poster? Treasure exhibition, the Sacred Urn, Kurain Village. Ah, you mean the one that you shattered. Kurain Village, isn't that? That's right, it's our hometown. Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Ha! Very funny, you can laugh all you want, but you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Kurain exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? She looks exactly the same. Ha, same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? And this little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself.
young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick.
I love this trio so much. I know Pearl's a a relatively new character, but still, the dynamic between Phoenix and Maya and Pearl, the little trio they have, it's awesome. I love these characters so much. Kurain Village is the home of the mysterious Kurain channeling technique, and Maya here is the daughter of the Kurain School of Channeling Master. So, basically, this right here is, if for some reason you didn't play the first 2 games, what the hell is wrong with you? Well, here's your punishment. We're gonna dump all this exposition on you in a matter of about 3 seconds, so enjoy. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, alright. Earth to Nick, how long are you going to make 2 gorgeous women like us wait?
Yes, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit.
Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Treasure exhibit poster added to the core record. October 11, 7:18 p.m. Lordy Taylor Main Exhibit Hall. Lordy Taylor, the city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Wow, this is awesome! Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. Alright, so, at the first glance, behind Maya's head we have the folding screen from Reunion and Turnabout. We have a model of the village over to the right. It all depends on how you display it.
Oh, they even have a dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fame Manor storeroom.
Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom. Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright, guess we should go and say hello. This is like pure nostalgia fuel right here. That's exactly what this room is. Okay. So let's move to the basement warehouse. October 11th, Lordy Taylor, basement warehouse. Yep, this is the basement warehouse, alright.
This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time.
Don't be scared, Pearly, I'll protect you. Who are you gonna be?
Eek!
A monster, you were right. Huh, a monster? Oh, it's you. Honestly, did not expect to see you again. Alright, welcome back, Miss Andrews. Good evening, it's good to see you again. I know you. Haha, nice to see you again too, little miss.
Hello.
Is she a friend of yours, Nick? How do you know her, Pearly? Oh yeah, you were kind of kidnapped when we met her. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since last we met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Okay. So, what's new, Miss Andrews? It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Well, for me, it's been a couple. It hasn't even been a day since I've recorded the end of the second game. For you guys, it's been probably it's been a few days for you guys. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up. That's all.
Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily.
Oh no, Pearl, is this gonna lead into a whole?
Mr. Nick, you're cheating on Mystic Maya with Miss Andrews.
if that's the direction this conversation is going in, please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle Pearls further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case. Not really, I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? Nope, it did not escape my memory. After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, it's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews, if it wasn't for us. No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Phew, that's a relief. Okay, and Lordy Taylor. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exposition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordy Taylor is celebrating the 200th anniversary this year. That the works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Whoa, did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums!
Yes, I did. That's really wonderful.
So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So what's with that face she's making? Okay, well, that's everything we can... It's everything we can talk to about, and I don't think presenting any... What if I presented this when there aren't any psych locks? Which, by the way, I'm assuming that if this is in our if this is in the core record, I'm assuming the Cyclops would have been brought back. Although maybe not. Maybe here's the thing. I don't know anything about the public reception. I mean, I know obviously that people love the games because if they didn't, they wouldn't be remastered. They wouldn't still be making games to this day. Random accounts wouldn't have made a musical about it, and they wouldn't be as widely revered as they are. But I don't know what the public reaction was to Cyclops, so I don't know if that was a thing that they changed. I don't know. So I'm assuming they're still going to be in the game, but not confirmed, obviously. But, so there's nothing we can present her. I guess we can, there's a slide option, so what's over here? Oh, that's a big old statue is what that is.
Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Amy, right?
That's Mystic Amy? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Kurain channeling technique, Amy Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Amy Faye's golden statue, a statue of the founder of the Kurain channeling technique, is holding the Shigishido, I think. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding?
Don't ask me, how should I know?
Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the Kurain Shigishido. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp.
Aw, phooey, I wanted to cut something.
What are you eyeing me for? Oh, look, it's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant. You already made a reservation for us, even though you had no idea that we were coming. Perfect. Why don't we all dine together?
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Dine, it sounds so fancy. Ah, the kids' lunch.
Ha, Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill of the kids' dinner? Ooh, kicking it up a notch.
Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me.
Haha. Shall we head upstairs then? Ah, look at this. Everything's so nice and happy now. How quickly is that going to change? After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day, something terrible would happen. October 12th at 10:09 a.m., Wright and Company Law Offices.
Nick, this is terrible. What the? You're cleaning the toilet again?
I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time.
I'm going to turn on the TV.
We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief, Mask the Mask.
Mask the Mask?
According to a spokesperson, Lordy Taylor received a threats letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by the phantom thief.
Lordy Taylor?
Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet.
Treasure? Lordy Taylor? You don't think.
Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask the Mask, our most valuable treasure. The Kurain Sacred Urn was stolen.
What? Okay. Refresh my memory a little. What's this? Come on, Nick. You remember what the Sacred Urn is. Remember the whole thing where it broke? It broke at the hands of Pearl's ball, and then instead of saying Amy, it says I am now. It's only the most important treasure in Kurain Village. That's all which was broken, but you know. Look, it's right there in this poster. The Sacred Urn in Kurain Village. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a well, not anymore it doesn't, because it was, you know, destroyed.
Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Kurain channeling technique.
Right, Pearly?
Ah, yes, that's right.
Oh, Maya doesn't... Wait, Maya doesn't know? Hold up. Okay, now she's gonna figure it out. I thought the urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly?
Huh? Well, there's something special to solve, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick?
I suppose Maya never found out about that. That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Kurain Village, my hometown. By the way, in case you didn't play Justice for All, the Sacred Urn, it turned out to be an important clue. One of the treasures is supposedly priceless. Okay. What to do? Okay, the toilet's shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you? Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I miss?
Mr. Nick! Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen! Doesn't that even bother you?
But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how...
The village is Mystic Maya! He's the future master of the Kurain School of Channeling! You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick! I won't let you say you don't!
Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it?
Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this!
Yeah! And go get the Sacred Urn back! But I'm not a detective, I'm a lawyer.
That has nothing to do with this! If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya!
Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of the bad guy again? Mask the Mask, Nick! Make a note of it, Mask the Mask! Oh, I don't think I'll be forgetting that name anytime soon. Ah, it was terrible, I was arrested and everything! 1 year ago, the murder in Kurain Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings. And this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocent.
Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Missing Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell him when I broke the urn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. This urn used to say Amy on it. Yeah, wait, you forgot too? Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces, she tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well.
Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either.
Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Amy, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later.
I can't believe it myself.
Okay, well, I guess it's time to go to the main exhibition hall and see what's going on. October 12th, Lordy Taylor Main Exhibition Hall.
Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy.
But it doesn't look like anything's been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much like the same as it did last night.
Bad guy, huh?
Hey, you can't fuck around here, pal.
Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again. Ah, good old Gumshoe.
It's you, and I'm the one who shouldn't be saying not again. Why is that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal?
I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other? No, there are none. There are 0 other detectives in the world. It's just him. It is just him.
No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here?
Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here and...
Alright, we got it. Why don't you do kiss and make up already? Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now's a good chance for you to try to remember it right.
And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick.
Yeah, good to see you too again, I guess.
Okay. So what information do you have for us this time, Gumshoe?
Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened?
Oh, you're trying to remember my name, atta girl. Just Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, they stole something called the Sacred Urn.
I know about that.
Oh, well, the Colonel's name is Mask to Mask.
I know about that too.
Detective, can't you tell us something other than that?
Well, I guess I sorta kinda owe you guys in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning.
How exactly do you know that?
We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen.
The scene of the crime? You mean here, right?
Wrong! That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement.
Well, then what are we doing here? We need to go to the basement. Basement warehouse, huh?
So who was guarding the basement warehouse?
That guy, it's all his fault. That's that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swell head thinking that he's an ace detective.
An ace detective? Well, I'm gonna ask about the ace detective, but first I want to hear. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Mask to Mask. Is he famous?
What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask to Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Mask to Mask.
So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh?
And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lordy Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time.
What? And you knew he was planning on stealing the Sacred Urn?
Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something.
Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. Okay, now, no, I didn't want to... here we go, skipping all again. I definitely did not want to hear about all this again. Okay, ace detective. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway?
That's what he calls himself, pal.
Who calls themselves an ace detective? So, what's he like?
Well, like I told you, Mask to Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Wraith Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our man on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy.
But Mr. Wraith Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief.
Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now looking for clues.
So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? Okay, and then a calling card. So what's this calling card?
Here it is, but don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal?
What's this mark on the front?
That's Mask to Mask's signature emblem, pal. You can say it's his mark. All his calling cards have got it on them.
They didn't mention that in the news flash.
We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real not is by this emblem.
Calling card added to the court record. Okay. Well, that makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators.
Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday.
Thanks, I guess. Well, I guess it's go time to meet this ace detective. October 12th, Lordy Taylor, basement warehouse. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. That's probably because it's air-conditioned. To protect the art pieces, you know? Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? Yup, okay, wow, this just reeks of pretentiousness. I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at home. Who are you anyway? Shush! Silence. Hehehe, now I see, it's all becoming clear. What do you see? Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced in their trade. Oh, buddy, you don't know who you're dealing with, buddy. Am I wrong? Yes, you were catastrophically wrong. That's scary. How did you know that? Okay, great. He knew what our occupation was. He probably knew I was a lawyer because I'm wearing a goddamn attorney's badge, and he probably knew you were a spirit medium because you are dressed in spirit medium clothing. Okay. I am not impressed by this ace detective. How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams. What is he talking about? I can't make head or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. The name is Atme. Luke Atme. Luke Atme on Instagram, if you know what I'm saying. Ace detective. Oh, hi.
Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of.
The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace attorney.
I'm Maya Fey, a spirit medium. And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, spirit medium, Ace Apprentice.
Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does the phrase one shot of a biggest doesn't come to mind with this guy? Okay, so, what do you have to say?
Ace detective.
So are you really famous, as you say?
Of course, for a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in this city that had not heard of me. Look at me. I am Mask the Mask's arch enemy, the ace detective Luke Atme. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light.
Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick?
I have been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Magina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from mask to mask, with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles.
Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. It said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward.
Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved from them, it's not much. So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. I'm so surprised, okay.
Oh, tell us what you know about Mask to Mask, and keep it simple, please.
Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here? And Lordy Taylor? Naturally. Wherever Damask goes, you will find Adme laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like Damask out eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Of course we asked him about what happened in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course, after all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago, and it was 10 days ago that we received Mask to Mask's calling card.
Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived?
Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized.
A calling card arrived, right?
Yes. So as detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse, and waited for him alone.
Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help?
Ridiculous. Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let the mask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others.
Concealed?
Concealed. Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb.
Anyway, back to what happened last night.
As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you— oh, wait a second here, what? Alright, let's play a game called Spot the Difference. Difference number 1. Suddenly, apparently there was a game of Splatoon down here because the wall is now painted pink. And in turn, the statue is now on the other side of the room. I'm not entirely sure why, but interesting. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How? Don't you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself.
So you're saying that even though one came through those doors last night, a precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose?
That's just not possible. Well, evidently it is. Okay. Well, my first question would be, what is going on here? Tisk, Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. Huh? What do you mean? This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Adme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs. Could you translate that for me, Nick? I think you pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs. If there's something you wish to know about it, but yeah, we already, okay, great, but we already asked you everything. Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know? I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. But we already talked to him about everything. We already talked to, is there something we can show him that would, I mean, maybe if we show him the calling card, we'll be like, hey, look, Gumshoe already gave us this. Gumshoe trusts us, so why don't you? Mask calling card, it's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace sphere medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want to get this guy to like us ever. Well, something about this tells me he's gonna become a regular character. Like he's gonna become the new detective who shows up at the scene, and like him and Gumshoe are gonna duke it out with each other. Something tells me that's the direction this is heading, and in which case, oh boy, you're gonna be an interesting character. Well,
that's right. We're going to find Sacred Urn no matter what we have to do.
Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return them to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the Acme Detective Agency.
Office of Earthly Delights?
Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. And goodbye. Okay, wait a minute. No, don't come back.
He's gone.
I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. I do. That means that we don't have to see him anymore.
Come on, Nick, don't worry about it. It's no big deal.
Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. Okay.
I want to go to his office, too. Take me with you, okay?
So actually, I was gonna look at the statue, but I think I may have just, so you notice there's pink around the box, and there's pink here. So there's gotta be a connection there. That pathetic looking wooden box.
Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it.
Don't touch it, there may be clues to the thief's identity on there.
I worked so hard to make that box.
Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya?
What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on its stand. That urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fay Manor, so there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick.
And I was so proud of it. Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Master had taken the box too. Okay, I thought that was gonna establish a connection. But also, wasn't this a part of the statue? And now why is it bent?
Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again?
Shichishido. It's literally 7-branch sword in Japanese, or so says Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy.
One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword. Wasn't Mr. Amy holding it last night?
Yes, she was. Ah!
And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like this now.
All correct. You have spoken all correct things. You're right.
Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice.
The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow.
Aha! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Abney smashed that Mr. Mask with it. Like this. Youch! What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before.
Oh man, my hair. Shishizito added to the court record. Okay. So the computer's on, and I gotta admit, I'm very tempted to look at the computer.
Hey, Pearly, you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It's such a cute name. It looks like this computer is restoring the data from the security. Well, in that case, don't mind if I do take a look at the security camera footage. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them.
Found the trap that detective set up.
Let's see if we can find the last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Mask to Mask. Let me see here. Man, I really stink at working these things.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot.
I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Camera data adds to the court record. Okay, and then last but not least, why did the statue move? The statue of Missing Amy is so cool. I want a gold statue myself. We can put it in the office. Hey, it's Wright and Company. How about a gold statue of me?
Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange.
Huh? What is it, Pearls?
Statue of Mr. Amy.
Was it? No, it's not where it was last night. Ah!
I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door.
Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. Okay. Interesting. So, what can we make of all that? Anything? Well, I guess... Alright, we're supposed to go talk to freaking... What's his name? The ace detective. Oh. That music's never gonna get old. Hello, Phoenix Wright here.
Oh, it's me, Gumshoe.
Gumshoe, what is it? What's so funny?
I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective met his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him.
You caught him? Are you saying... You captured Mr. Mask to Mask?
Bingo. Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him.
Mask to Mask surrendered?
That's great. So, when can we come and pick up the sacred urn?
Well, you see, I was gonna tell you.
What? Something wrong?
Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime?
The detention center?
It wants to talk to you. Mask to mask, that is.
What? He wants to talk to Nick?
I'll be waiting for you, pal, so get over here soon.
The detention center, huh? Okay. Ominous. But we can't get there. So we have to go here first, and then we can go to the... Yeah, here we go. Okay. October 12th, detention center visitors room.
Hey, pal, welcome to the detention center.
Yeah, it wouldn't be my first time hanging out here, Gumshoe. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you?
Yep, after all.
Right, but where's the sacred urn?
Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case.
Huh?
Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth.
You know, he's right, Nick. He is. If you think about it real hard, we are the victims. Well, I guess so. In a way. I'm so used to thinking that the victim is a dead person because we're always on murder cases. Oh. But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back.
Please, don't just ignore me.
Yep, that voice fits. Who are you?
I'm Mask to Mask, okay?
Hey, Nick.
I'm Ron Delight, the famous Mask to Mask.
I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. Okay, I'm gonna need some more information, buddy. So you're the Mask to Mask guy.
Yes, you bet. No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes and sort of no, if you know what I mean.
Okay, what's with the change in the color of the text?
What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that it's not right per se, but it's not spelled mask, it's actually mask.
What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling, we know that much.
Don't do that, don't look at me like that, I don't need your pity.
And a major crybaby too. So why did you give yourself up?
Well, you see, it's because... I know why, it's because you stole such a priceless treasure, and now you're overwhelmed with guilt, am I right?
Priceless treasure? That broken old urn?
I have a little favor to ask.
Yes? What is it?
Could you go and talk to Desi? Desi?
Who's Desi? So who is this Desi person?
Please don't talk about my wife like that! I guess she must be his wife. I'm sorry. The truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go and visit her at my hideout?
Hideout?
Mr. Nick, what does it mean by hideout? Oh, sorry. Naturally, I meant to say my secret base.
Secret base?
Well, my apartment actually. Palazzo Pepe, 3rd floor. Let's go have a look, Nick. It's a mask hideout.
Somebody told me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. Okay. So, what happened to the sacred urn exactly?
Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises. I can't keep all this. Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear what he just said. This is the last part.
Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little bit?
Yes, sir. I will. I promise. Maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice. So I really can't do it. Mr. Damask?
About the urn.
Oh, yes, the urn. Right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but I'm very afraid you would.
Enough already. Just tell it to us straight.
Please don't yell at me. I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it.
You lost the thing you stole? How do you lose the thing you stole? How do you... I can't wait to hear about this. What did you just say? Did you just say you lost it?
Yes, sir. No, maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, you know, I lost it. Like I said, these things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted, you forget your bag, you know?
What? You forgot our sacred urn on the train? Wait a minute, you went on the train dressed like that?
No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just don't lost it. I don't know why I lost it.
This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting.
Are you really sure this creep is mask to mask?
Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. Okay, let's get the heck out of here, please. Go to the hideout. What the... Okay. What am I looking at? What is this? Wow, check this place out.
No doubt about it, this is Master Mask's hideout, alright? Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Huh? Who are you people?
Are you Desi Delight?
That's right, I'm Desiree. Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim.
Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you.
I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nicky Boy and Maya, huh?
Nicky Boy?
I can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, you're welcome.
Did you really just call me Nicky Boy? This is... Wow, okay. So, you want to tell me about the Mask to Mask, aka your husband? Miss Delight, you must know, right? About your husband and Mask to Mask?
Mask to Mask? Of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan.
Yup. What? Huh? Biggest fan?
Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened.
Wait a minute, you say delusional?
Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Mask to Mask.
Huh? Wait. Okay, let me get this straight. So, okay. Your husband put on a costume, pretended to be Mask to Mask, and because he really wants to be Mask to Mask, he stole the secret urn. What? Oh, okay. That's it. This is interesting. Very, very interesting. What? What are you talking about? I can't wait to hear more about delusions. So, when did Ron first become Mask to Mask?
What are you talking about? He's not Mask to Mask.
Huh? But wait a second. Look around at this room. This place is obviously Mask to Mask's hideout.
No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures.
Heroic figures? Mask to Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Can that really be true?
Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it?
Well, I suppose so.
Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not?
She has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type, but something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Mask to Mask after all. Okay, this is interesting. A letter?
Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back.
Okay, you got it. Just relax and leave it all to us. Also, you may think that my voice for her sounds a little similar to Maya to Pearl, but the distinction is more like hers is, I wanted to fight back, and Pearl's is, I wanted to fight back. It sounds similar, but slightly different. Because the thing is, there's been so many characters up to this point that at some point, like, I'm gonna start to run out of voices at some point, so there's bound to be some slight crossover between voices. Anyway, let's go give the freaking letter to the mask, Ronnie, whatever. Oh, yeah, that's right. Here, this is from your wife.
Oh, from Desi, thank you.
Letter given to mask, actually more like taken.
My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine.
He's clutching onto that letter so hard the ink is going to be squeezed out.
He looks so happy. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Mr. Nick.
Mr. Lawyer? Yes? In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer.
Huh?
I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow.
Hey, hang on a second. He can't be your lawyer.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this Damask guy.
Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it.
She said, poor man. He's deluded himself into thinking he did it. Right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband.
Well, that's true. No, actually. Oh no, it's spreading.
Oh, please, I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return.
Of course we take his case. Because if we didn't, there wouldn't be a game to play anymore. Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to give it a try. I will defend you.
Really, you will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him.
Well, he may be a thief, but I think there's more to this case than meets the ite.
Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you.
Pearls?
I can't believe you defend this person. That's what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you, ever. Where?
Oh, good God.
Pearly, wait.
This is going to be ugly. I'll go after her. Oh boy, okay.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya, where's Pearls?
She said she's going back to the office. Go check on her later, would you?
And what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case?
Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you.
I think I'm going to cry.
I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it.
Oh boy.
Okay, Nick, let's get the show on the road.
Okay, first things first, let's go explain to Pearl why I'm taking this case.
Ah, Mr. Nick, welcome back.
Oh, hey Pearls, you're back too, I see.
I went and bought us a strawberry cake.
You?
I'm gonna make some tea to go with it.
You just walked into the store and said,
I'll have a strawberry cake, please.
Alright. Hey, Pearls.
Looks like she feels really bad about what happened in the detention center. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. I'll never forgive you, ever.
And well, that lasted all of about 10 seconds.
Mystic Maya, the tea is ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick. Please have some of this cake.
Yeah, thanks. Pearls?
Oh, excuse me. I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet.
You? Hey, it's okay. I just cleaned it this morning. Too late. This might be a good time for me to ask about her. To ask about her? Pearl. I first met Pearls a year ago. Just in case you didn't play Justice for All, by the way. It was when that murder happened at Kurain Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met.
You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
Hey, Maya, I always thought it was because she was young, but...
But what?
Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea about you and me.
Huh? There's something you need to understand.
Well, what is it?
It's kind of like a Kurain Village custom, sort of.
I'm gonna need some more information on that one.
There were hardly any men in Kurain Village.
I was under the impression that there weren't any, but maybe that might just be a mistake on my part. Now you mentioned I never actually saw any men there. Well, yeah, that's the reason why. I never saw any men there, so my assumption was that there weren't any. But I guess it's just that there aren't many.
I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual power runs very strong in the Fae family?
Yeah, you did. And that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right?
Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Kurain Village kind of revolves around its women.
Well, that's understandable, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages.
Oh?
Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter.
Are you saying that Pearl's father...
He's gone.
He left the village when she was very young. Ah. And suddenly another piece of the puzzle falls into place. Boy, that's tough. Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that. Alright then. Pearl seems to love you a lot. Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and, well, because of the murder case last year, Pearlie's mother is... Oh, yeah. I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. So you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me too, Maya. My mother's gone too. You think we know that too, right, from the first game? So your mother's still missing? Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is. Maya's mother, Misty Fay, the current master of the Kurain channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. But you're sure she's still alive, right? Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing, yeah, because if she wasn't still alive, I'm guessing she's already tried to channel her spirit, but then they just told, you know, I'll have to channel someone who's alive, and if your mother doesn't come back, then what? And according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master. Mystic Maya, the master of the Kurain technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility. Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fey main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around the office. Well, I just learned some stuff. Yeah, I know, but first I want to talk to Pearls.
Mr. Nick?
Yeah?
I acted like a baby.
Pearls.
I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick?
Yes?
From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said.
It's okay.
Well, I'm going out now for a minute.
Huh? Where are you going?
I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power, so I'm going to show you I can be useful too by finding some evidence.
Hey, wait a... she sure runs fast. Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay? Yeah. Okay, let's continue our investigation. Where should we go? I guess we can go back to the main exhibition hall. Okay, October 12th, Lordy Taylor main exhibition hall. Oh, what the hell happened here? Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry, it's my fault. Your precious urn. Please, calm down. What's wrong? It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay. I know it doesn't look good, but I'm good with my hands. I can make you another urn. Hold on, just wait, okay? Breathe. Calm down and talk to us. Forgive me. Okay. What happened here? So when did you get the calling card from Master Mask? Let's see, exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but that detective stopped me. So you asked Detective Admin to help with security? Yes, in fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seemed to know much more about the mask than the police. So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived? Well, yes, I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches. So that's why there are security cameras even in the basement warehouse? Yes, Lordy Taylor was very serious about the security measures. It was their way of saying, bring it on to any potential thieves. Well, he sure brought it last night, and even left with a nice souvenir. And the security. Can you tell us a bit about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. I never should have called the paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyway. Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a pretty important object. Maybe, but its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero. Zero? I polished it until it was just about glowing, and I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But that urn contains the soul of Miss Amy. Nah, not anymore, it doesn't. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Admin, but 5 days ago I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Kurain. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouses down there. So maybe one of them was actually Master Mask in disguise! No, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible. Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. See, you know what, I'll be honest about this. I did not expect me to enjoy Adrian Andrews' presence as much as I do. Because the thing is, she's the type of person who I would get along with very well, very evidently. I didn't expect the character to be as relatable as she ended up being. And I'm honestly really happy to see that she came back for the final game of the trilogy. I never would have expected it, especially since she was guilty of tampering with evidence. So, but you know what? I'm happy that she's here. I am more than happy that she is here. Anyway, the only place we haven't been yet is the At Me Detective Agency. So let's
Oh, great. He has a picture of himself on his wall.
Hello? Well, well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere.
We're actually kind of...
Shh. Silence. Precisely as I expected. What is... Svari! The truth is once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct?
I think we've already been through this.
Ha! So my estimation was correct. Svari, how truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you?
Well, we have some information for you. You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night.
Precisely, this is my 5th encounter with my arch-enemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey,
And that's just too bad because I was investigating for the past. I've been investigating for the past hour, so nice try. I heard you've been after Master Mask since he was very first theft.
Yes, my dear, I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Terror of Ammonon. I first encountered him in the museum's Sacred Hall, the crime scene itself.
So that's why you were hired as security for the treasure exhibit? I'm pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrews hired him.
Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lordy Taylor and set the perfect trap.
You must mean the security camera. But I thought you were watching the area yourself too, so how did Master Mask manage to steal the urn? That's the $1,000,000 question. What is the mask's modus operandi? Okay. Sacred urn. Mr. Adamy, did you know about the sacred urn?
I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Mask to Mask. Sacred urn? Pff, that has nothing to do with this case.
But wasn't that what Master Mask stole this time?
I am a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey.
Oh, that's not gonna make Maya very happy.
Do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw at the pigeons? I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick.
Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn. Okay, and...
There's something that's kind of been bothering me. Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are all but seekers, wandering alone in the dark.
Well, I was wondering how Master Mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know? Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Master Mask. Ah, they are back! The Psych-Locks are back in full force. Alright, at least it's only one for the first one. Well, what the... It's a Psych-Lock. Psych-Lock? Hey, Nick! What is this Psych-Lock thing? Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what the secrets are.
Just in case you didn't play Justice for All.
What? The Magatama has that kind... Wait a minute, you were with me during the Unless the game is just stricken the circus case from canon. You were with me during the circus case. You saw me use the Magatama to crack Psych-Locks. Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year. Well, it's true that this Magatama is a prized family heirloom, but Pearly was the one that actually imputed with the spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about what it can do. You were there with me! This is the woman that's going to take over the Kurain channel and still someday. So how do you do it? How do you break the Psych-Lock thing? Well, you present the I'm just gonna skip through all this, because we already know how the Psych-Lock works. But in case you didn't play Justice for All, you present the Magatama. I probably shouldn't have done this, actually. We probably don't have the evidence. We definitely should not have done this. Detective Admin, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Master Mask commit the crime.
Well, now, I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse, that much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door.
I'm not sure why, but this admin guy is lying through his teeth. I know. I'll show him some proof. I have here proof that someone through the door last night. Was there something on the camera data? Where else camera went off once? Okay, yeah, here's your proof. There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anybody that went through that door.
Precisely.
I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night.
Wah. But my monocle didn't catch anyone in the flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be.
Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned.
What? Are you saying that I didn't do my duty properly?
Detective Admin, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it? If he's hiding it, there must be some reason. Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I've got just the piece of evidence that should prove it. Do I? So let's suppose you didn't manage to see Master Mask. In that case, the reason you didn't at the time was because you were... unconscious. Oh, that makes sense. Remember the 7-branch sword thing was the Shishisto, I believe, whatever it is, was bent, like it was used on somebody. Perhaps the statue got knocked away in the struggle, which caused the sword to fall off, and then Master Mask picked it up and impaled him with it, or like beat him on the head with it, thus rendering him unconscious. And then he doesn't, because he's so full of himself, he doesn't want to admit that happened.
I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me evidence.
Detective Atme, you were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you?
Haha, surely you must be joking. You think that I, Luke Atme, could be knocked unconscious?
Yes, I do. This sword proves it.
That's...
Before the theft, this sword was in the hand of the statue of Amy Faye. Furthermore, at that time, it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by the sword. Well, detective, how about it?
I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney.
And you are most decidedly not an ace detective. Unlock successful. Okay.
I can't deny that there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So, you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you? Clobber, what an ugly way of saying it, but I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer.
So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse?
No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts on the sewer pipes. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here.
Ouch, Mr. Atme should have had his poor head examined. You can say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Okay. Well, looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. Huh? What? That means the greatest ace detective in the world? Nope, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be Master Mask.
Just one moment, Sir Lawyer. The thief was unquestionably Master Mask.
But you never actually saw him.
Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency.
Oh.
Last night the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is a photo of the dastardly thief taken by the security camera.
Wait a second. Okay. So, first thing I notice here is that, so the camera went off at 1 a.m. and it looks like he's walking into the room, not leaving it. But the paint stain is already there. But it wasn't that way when we left the room that night. I don't know what that means, but it seems like a pretty significant detail. So, yeah, I don't know what to make of it. Master Mask! Security camera photo adds to the core record.
The thief can be none other than the arch-criminal Master Mask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes.
What are you talking about? The mask's the reason. So, what did you mean by he had a very good reason?
Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate.
But, how would you know about that?
Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest... Oh, shut up. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Look at me.
Well, I guess we better go take a look just in case. Nope, don't talk. Just move. Get the heck away from this guy. Go back to the mask's hideout. Okay. Green envelope. Look, nope, don't present. Let's find a green envelope. Oh, there's a green envelope right there.
Hey, Nick! Remember what Detective Atme said?
Yeah, I remember what he said. He said it like 10 seconds ago. A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it.
Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to the KB security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. $50,000?
This is a blackmail letter. But shit looks like a major clue, alright? Blackmail letter adds to the court record. Oh.
Oh, someone's at the door. Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you. When I see you...
Wait. We don't know who this is. I just can't help myself.
Please, come on in. I'll make some coffee.
Who? Wait a minute. I know that voice. Do we?
Oh, Nicky boy. I'm so sorry, but I've got another guest.
You... Larry! I forgot about you. I actually forgot you. Larry wasn't in the second game at all. That's crazy.
He was a pretty big part of the first game, and he wasn't in the second one at all. I completely forgot he existed. Nick, it's you and Maya too. What a fluke! Ah, Larry, long time no see.
What? What? You know each other?
Nicky boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, something going on? Something? I underestimated you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this, and married too? Way to go, dude! I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the butts. Larry Butts. Just in case you didn't play the first game, ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. Hey man, that wasn't very nice. I was your very first client. We got quite the storied history, he and I, and what we used to say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Hey, come on now, you're embarrassing me, and in front of this pretty little thing here.
So you two are old childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm going to go check on my bike.
Nice girl, that Desi. So how you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. So what's going on, Larry? So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I've heard from you. And what's with these clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for. This is my uniform for my part-time job. But I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you, women, I don't trust them anymore. You got dumped again? Well, you know, Benifer. I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom and my whole life changed. Benifer? Caddy Tom? I have never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude, Caddy Tom shows Hollywood over me, can you believe it? Well, actually, anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure. Woman, that's oh, but you're different, Maya, you're not like the rest. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. Okay, why are you here? So what are you doing here anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked up the sub wallet last night when I was working. A wallet? So you found this last night? Yeah, I had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Ron's wallet adds the core record. Found my Larry's part-time security jobs company building night of the crime. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Jesse's picture is in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick, it's all I can think of and all. No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. Oh, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check on Mr. Light. So you say you found out your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. How did you score that job? How did you, of all people, score that job? Church's long guy uniform, you know? A security guard, huh? So that's what the uniform's all about. And what about the wallet? So what time was it when you found this last night? Huh? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning on the first floor of our company building. What was Mr. Light's wallet doing there at the exact time the thing was stolen? Anyway, something weird about that. Yes, there is. He works there, Mr. Delight? Sure, take a look at this. It's right there in his wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. See, it's got a serial number on it right there. There's no mistake about it. You said you were working part-time at a security company, right? That's right. What are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. Need to find out a bunch about this key card. Okay, found inside Ron's wall, apparently used for the building of his part-time job. Okay. Find him out. Well, if we need to find as much as we can about it, then let's just show it to him again. So you're sure about this key card? Yep, that's the key card we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one's for the CEO's office. You needed to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. It leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who went to the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data's lawful and it's outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Okay, key card updated in the court record. So here's an idea. What if we show him the blackmail letter? So what I'm getting at here is maybe we can trick. Wait a second. Whoa, wait a second. That was not said. Maya did not read that aloud. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. That's interesting. So my idea here is
if we show this to him, maybe he'll be stupid enough to think that we're saying that we're trying to blackmail him. Hey Larry, what about this? What? If you guys want me to say it, then say it already! Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? Whoa, what? I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's the truth! Huh? What? I can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. I don't have the Yup, he thinks we're trying to blackmail him. No, you don't understand. That's blackmail letter was sent to Ron Light. Rue! Man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope.
Yeah, so what?
That's why I've got a part-time job at KB Security.
What? What?
Sounds like I should really find out more about the KB Security Company. Okay. KB Security. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it? That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now.
Huh? So what are you doing here then?
Well, the boss is always right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away. Yes. Anyway, how far away is this company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road anyway. Well, this apartment building's pretty close to Lordy Taylor, right?
And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back.
If Ron Light was the KB Security when the robbery occurred, then...
Whoa! Then he couldn't have taken the sacred urn. Hey, Nick! Your phone!
Hello? Is this the right residence?
Pearls, where are you?
I thought I'd go to Lodi Taylor to try to find some more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost.
What? Give me that phone, Nick! Pearly, where are you right now?
I was walking along and I found myself in front of that person's office.
That person? Who?
That person doesn't act as...
Okay. Well, let's go to the freaking Atme agency to go get Pearls.
Alright, I'm a little scared.
Alright, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick. Nobody cares about you anymore. The phone call. Someone sound like a... Larry, you're gonna need to stop that train of thought right there. The one of your special... Larry, we're gonna need to stop that train of thought right there, buddy. Say goodbye to Mr. Light for me, would you, Larry? Just no response. No response. Okay, let's go pick up let's go pick up Pearl. Okay.
Mr. Nick! Mr. Maya!
Pearly!
I never thought I'd see the two of you again.
So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office?
Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight.
Say, Nick,
does it look like something has changed since we were last here? Well, I keep seeing a bag on the table behind you. And that definitely doesn't seem like it was there before.
whoa, it's a huge earth!
That's a fireplace.
Still, what's the difference?
Wait, did I hit, I was 1 pixel off.
This bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before.
It looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here.
Hey, Nick, come on, open it up.
Hey, wait a minute, we can't just open this private property.
Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation.
That's true, truth be told, I have to admit, I'm kind of curious.
Well, what's in there?
Hang on a second, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Hard and smooth. Well, if the urn wasn't broken into a million pieces, I would think that the urn was in there. But it is broken, so I'm gonna go with a hard no on that one. Well, hello there.
Eek, he's here.
What are you doing here, sir lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly.
I'm really sorry, Maya made me do it.
Nick, I can't believe you! A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging around here?
Well, what do you mean by that?
Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial, Svari. Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime? Wow, Nick! Sounds like it's gonna be really exciting.
Okay, tomorrow's trial. What's going to happen at tomorrow's trial? It's gonna be so dramatic.
Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, sir lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place.
That doesn't sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick.
Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I, Luke Abney, will take the stand, and then Svari. My testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirator.
Conspirators? It's Maya's urn! What are you on about?
You're quick on the defensive, I see. If it's not I that is your greatest enemy, there is a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial. Well, what are you talking about? Sir lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot.
Godot? Okay, we're gonna come back to Godot in a second.
You have taken a step down the path of foolishness. to try and defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty. Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delays really is Damask. Hehe, my dear lady, times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature.
Okay, Godot? Who is this Godot person?
It's not surprising that spirit medium's not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country but in heaven. Godot, a legend or myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him.
Prosecutor Godot?
But the best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth, and you know it.
Isn't that right, Nick?
Sing it loud and sing it proud, sister.
It's no surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this, but Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad.
Yes, we know this because he's spending more time with his sister.
Huh? In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in this country.
And you agree with that?
Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the Luke Adme of the prosecutor's office.
That's not a compliment.
Mr. Nick, is this Godot really that strong?
I seem to remember hearing about something like that.
Not surprising. Some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance.
Looks like we're done investigating for the day.
Yes, sir, lawyer. The stage has been set and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin.
A new prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. Wait a second. Oh, wait a second. I just connected two and two together. Okay, remember on the blackmail letter when I said this Maya didn't speak this part about how something about a red diamond? Well, Luke Atme has a red diamond on his finger, like as a ring. That could be a total coincidence, and at the moment it's nothing more than a hunch, but I'm just saying, it's something. It's something noteworthy. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time, and I hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Goodbye.